So in this video we're going to be repairing the blue Peugeot 207. Now obviously a lot of stuff's been happening in the background, and I did say that the Peugeot 207 actually broke down. This was before my partner's car went wrong with the faulty steering column. So what happened is the DPF additive pouch, the fluid was low, so it kept obviously pouring lights on the dashboard. It wasn't putting it in a limp mode, surprisingly, but yeah, that was what went wrong with it. So basically on the 207 there's a couple of white plastic screws that hold the bottom of the additive tank to the top. If you turn them the opposite way to what they're facing, and then you can take the bottom part of the additive tank out and just replace the pouch, which you'll see in this video, which was quite dirty inside the actual tank that holds the pouch. So I'm glad that I did that. Now some people will probably be saying, why didn't you just fill it up with it in place? I did try to do this. I've watched a couple of videos. In fact, I'll put one down below if I can find it. It was someone doing one on a 308 where basically they connected the pipe to the tank and then put the container up in the air and basically used gravity to put the fluid in. But it wasn't doing this on the 207 for some reason, which is why I took the tank out, which obviously made it easier to do the job. It was just as easy to take it out, to be honest, and what it was to actually do it that way. So yeah, so you'll see in the video, you'll see the tank taken out, and then you'll see it refilled. Well, you won't see it refilled, you'll see the new pouch put into the tank, and then we'll put the tank back up in place. You might actually see there's two of us in this video because my friend was here. I was looking at his car. I tend not to record his car for some reason. Maybe I should, but there was a fault with his car, so I had a quick look at that. But he was around, so he was like helping me, like passing tools and so on. So yeah. So I'm sure some people will be wondering why I'm actually not using my ramp, and I'm just got it backed onto some ramps. Now that's just because of the additive tank, the location of it. Now on the 207 it's towards the driver's side of the vehicle, near the rear axle. I know for sure on the 308, especially the first generation, it's on the passenger side. I think it might be the same for the 5008, but I'm not sure on that. Obviously don't quote me on that, but for the 207 it's on the driver's side, and the 308 is on the passenger side. So as you can see there, the tank is now out and the pouch was completely empty. Well, there's not much left in it, so we're now going to go through the process of changing that pouch, and you will see me doing it, obviously recording the best I can. Obviously I'm trying to make the videos better. I'm new to this. I've been doing it for like 12 months now, whatever, but I'm not claiming to be like professional at this, so just do it the best I can, and obviously showing it the best I can, and hopefully my videos will help people in the future when they want to do these jobs. Well, that's what I hope anyway. So thank you very much for watching obviously my videos, and yeah, we'll get on with the job and I'll stop waffling. See here, I've got the bottom part of the tank out on the floor, and you can see I'm just basically disconnecting the pouch from there's like a pump inside the tank, just giving the inside of the tank a clean, so it's quite dirty, and then I will fit the new pouch. You can see there the pouch is like more or less empty when I turn the casing upside down. So I'm just going to take the old pouch out now, and then you'll see in a minute I've got a new pouch to fit. Now depending which car you've got. I bought the pouch on eBay, I think it was for around £30. Now, I know a few people have had this job done. In fact, my sister had this job done because at the time I didn't have like advanced diagnostic tools that I've got now. So I've got a few diagnostic tools to like obviously reset the car after you do this procedure. So she took her car, and my friend actually took their car to have this job done, and I think it cost them about £200 to basically have it filled up and then reset. So this job has cost me £30 to do. So it's a big difference when you look at it that way. But yeah, obviously we'll get a new pouch fitted in the container. As you can see there, I've got a new pouch. I'm just about to fit it. And then we'll get it back in the car, and then we'll need to reset the computer to basically tell it that it's been changed. Would also say when doing this job, do wear gloves, because the fluid is actually quite messy stuff. I think I read somewhere that it's actually not good for your skin as well, but again, don't quote me on this. I'm obviously just saying what I think I remember reading. But yeah, I would advise that you get covered up to do this job, and obviously wear gloves and so on. But obviously you can do your own research on what I've just said if you need to. I'm just saying what I believe I read. As you can see there now, the new pouch is fitted into the tank, and then we're going to fit that back in the car, obviously put it into place, turn the screws. Basically, I can't remember because obviously it was a few months ago when I did this, whichever way they're pointing. So if the screws are pointing towards the front and the back of the car, they need to be pointing to the side of the car, if it makes sense. It's just a flat screw. So yeah, whichever way it's facing, you need to turn it so it's facing the opposite way, and then the tank will pull down. So yeah, we're going to now fit the new tank, fit the tank with the new pouch back into place, as you can see there where it needs to go. And then we'll connect the connections up, and then we can reset the computer and tell it that the job has been done. And obviously we're just putting the tank back together now, and obviously it is difficult to show with the car being low to the ground and stuff, but when it is back in place I'll show you it back together, and then obviously we'll reset the computer, basically tell the car that it's had the job done, and that will be this job sorted. So yeah, that is why the 207 was broken down. As I said, I think I put a post up on Instagram and maybe even on YouTube itself, but this obviously happened before the incident with the Rio with the steering column. So it's a good job I did this, because obviously my partner's been driving it, and yeah, so anyway, we'll cut back in when it's back in place and I'll show you, and then we'll get on with the rest of the job. That's now the tank all back in place, as you can see, and the screws obviously hold it. So now we're going to reset the computer with the diagnostic tools. I'm going to show you, obviously we've got the car running here, and you can see there's an orange information light on the dashboard. I've just turned it off to turn it back on to show you on the dashboard. It says engine fault, repair needed, and then it will say the DPF additive it's too low, it needs repairing, which basically just needs topping up. Now I'm just showing you with a diagnostic tool how to do this, but I have actually reset this before showing you on camera, so you can just see here what I'm doing. I'm just going into, obviously I want to show you that there's no codes there for the additive and that it is actually full. So I'm just showing you how to do it if you need to reset it with obviously this top down tool. Just going through the options, and then I'll go back into the information. As you can see now, the soft bag is full. The amount of additive in the tank, is 1100 ml, and the volume of additive when new is 1.1 litres. So that now has been replaced, and it's took that light off the dashboard. And I'm hoping not to do too much to this car now, but we will have to see.